Welcome back to Boss Guys Reviews. In this review, we'll be taking a look at the new Target exclusive G.I. Joe classified Tiger Force Bazooka. This is the packaging it comes in. Looks pretty good. We still have the plastic window boxes, which is great. We can see our figure and our accessories. These are recommended for ages 4 and above. They retail for like $22.99 in your local Target stores. Warning, children have small children on the age of 3 if you do buy these for your kids. Like I said, this is a Tiger Force version. There is a Bazooka OG original design coming here soon from Hasbro. I do like the artwork in this packaging. For me, the artwork is kind of a hit or miss, but this one's a pretty cool one. I love the overall angle and design of Bazooka's artwork, which we'll take a look at here closer. Tiger Force logo is outstanding looking in the classified series at the bottom, along with his name and Hasbro logo. Side of the packaging here is some pretty amazing artwork of Bazooka. Loving how large that Bazooka looks. That's what it should look like instead of like a little small one like the vintage had. A little baby Bazooka, but this one has a big daddy Bazooka. Some explosion here, Cobra insignia there. Looks really good. Really appreciate that. So on this side, this is number 54. We got this code here, which to my current knowledge, I don't think we even have any kind of decoder ring to tell us what that is. So if anybody knows where to find a section online to find where we can tell what all this means, great, share with the community. Back of the packaging has that jungle Cobra Island look. The stairs, very nicely done. Doesn't show you any other product cross sells or nothing. That's what makes his packaging pretty nice in my opinion. It's different. We could live without all this stuff here on the bottom. You know what to do all this? Stick it on the bottom of the package. Let the card collectors have a nice piece for their shelves. Top of the packaging. Bottom of the packaging. And here's that UPC. You can use that to score one of these bad boys at Target. Alright, now that we took out the packaging, let's go ahead and see what Bazooka's like outside of the packaging. And just in case you're wondering, if you're very careful, you can take the tape off of the bottom, as you can see here, and take your figure out of packaging, and keep your packaging if you ever want to put him back in. So it kind of makes it collector-friendly packaging. Here's the backdrop inside. Looks pretty cool. Definitely use that for maybe your photos or maybe your display purposes. And then you get this piece of garbage that we probably paid for 1,000 times over again. Which is the same thing on the back of the packaging. And here you go. As you can see, you can put it back together. No problem. No figure, no accessories. Keep the bubble. I mean, it's good. Perfect inside all the way around. And yeah. Then you can enjoy your packaging as well as your toy or action figure collectible. Okay, here's Bazooka outside the packaging. First impressions. Feels pretty good. Nice plastic. I never really liked Bazooka too much without his helmet, so it kind of looks a little weird to me. But it looks awesome. Very cool. Do like the overall white shirt, number 14. Then I like a light red or blue trim. We have the red stripe and blue stripe on his arms, brown belt, silver belt buckle, green pants, yellow tiger stripes. Doing the brown boots. Decent face sculpt. It's pretty good. This black hair, nicely sculpted. It's nice to see the stripes go all the way around and under the inner side of his arm. Looks pretty good. Nice. Some detail on that belt. Let's look at his boots. Pretty cool. Now for the articulation of the figure, see his head. Can look up a little bit, down, Then we have a little side to side 360 rotation at the upper part of his neck. It looks like there's some kind of neck joint here also. See that move right there? So just like there's a joint here and up here. For his arms, they go up about this much. They rotate 360 all the way around. It's okay. See here, yeah, all the way around. And then we have this bicep cut right here. Double jointed elbows. So I got one joint working here. Very tight. And that's perfect. You can't really get much better than that for a bend ratio, right? For his hands, 360 rotation, and it looks like we have the down and up like this on that hand. Same for that hand also. Now for his chest, we have a different chest cut here. We have the side to side. We have this over piece. So look at a comparison with Duke, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. But when you move it, you kind of screw up the number. It is what it is, I guess. Ab crunch. Back, forward. I notice like if you move the belt, it has this little gap right in there. Not sure if you can see that or not. Around his belt of his pants, and then this belt that goes over top kind of hides it. So it's okay, I guess. We do have a tight rotation on the waist, 360. He can, yep, got the drop down hips. So he can sit pretty good, for sure. Splits like snake eyes, no problem. You can pop those hips back up. With the thigh rotation here. We have the double jointed pinned knees. Very, oh man, that's stuck. Just be careful with that. I'm going to have to heat those up a little bit. Hold on, be careful, I don't break it. If you pivot down up a little bit, got the rocker side to side, very stiff. We have this boot cut also right there, pretty cool. Yeah, he's very nicely articulated. He's a little stiff, makes me a little nervous because I don't like stiff joints. That's what breaks your figures, but feels pretty good. Good plastic, I think. Very cool. For his accessories, we'll start with his helmet. Get this maroonish color helmet. Brown strap around it. Brown inside. It's pretty cool. And then we have a good seating on his head. Looks really good. Actually hold on to the helmet so it stays on pretty good. Wasn't squeezing it or anything, so he does maintain that helmet position pretty nicely. You do get his backpack. It's done like a green. I'm not sure if it's olive green, but it's a green color. This backpack is quite large. It's pretty good. These two little straps right here. Like that, how it looks like it stays closed. So this can carry his 4 rockets and his bazooka here on the bottom, which we'll take a look at here soon. Standard peg. It's like the way that's sculpted. It's supposed to be like a metal plate or something, but obviously it's just one piece of green plastic. So we'll leave this off in a second, and we'll take a look at that being put on his back here in a second. You have 4 of these rockets. It's green, nicely sculpted. It's kind of thin here in the middle, so I'd watch pushing those on something or into something. I'm betting that's where all the stress is going to come from, right here in the center. So you get, let's see here. I think I've seen 4 of those. I was taking them out of the packaging. Yes, so I'll do 2 upward, just so you can see both sides, and then 2 downwards. That way you get an idea of both sides without my fingers being in the way. Pretty cool. So these things, these rockets, let's see how they fit. So you gotta kind of put them in an angle, push them back. You don't want to stress the plastic. It's kind of tight. So you push them in, see that? And then push them up. And that keeps them stationary. I think you gotta kind of square it in. So if you put them in like an angle like this, it's not gonna work. If you put them in a square, like that, if they fit better. And then right underneath that piece right there should push up against. So square it up at an angle, insert it, and then very easily push it to the side. Very cool. And his last accessory is his bazooka. All green, except for this, let's say it's like a dark gray pad here. And there's a band done in dark gray around here. It kind of stops there. It doesn't go over this piece here, and it starts again on this side. So kind of should have ran that band over for a better realistic look. Very stiff strap. Should have been more softer plastic. We got a handle here. We got a handle there, so you can hold it very nicely. To have the barrel drawn out, so you can stick a rocket inside, handle up top. And then what's interesting about this is there's like a pin hole there, which for the exhaust, the blast, the back blast, I guess. And it has this turn piece. That's kind of nice and stiff. You can open it up, and so you get a rocket. Stick a rocket in here, and then you can, it looks like that pulls right out easily after you turn it a couple times. Close it. Obviously there's no spring-loaded mechanism inside for it to launch by itself, but give you the real effect of you loading it. So I'm wondering, yeah, that's what I thought was going to happen. Probably get stuck in there, so I am not going to mess with that on camera. But let's see, we can take another rocket if we wanted to, and we can put it in the front. It's kind of tight too. It goes in. I'm not going to push no farther. Oh, well, that's how you get them out. If you get one stuck in the back, put one in the front, and it pushes it out the back. So that's a good thing. It's a good way that looks. That one stops right there. That's kind of what it looked like in the original G1 figure, the O-ring. And it's got a tight fit, so we're going to be careful with plastics. So that looks pretty good there. So we're going to put that there. And this here, square it up at an angle, push it back. Same for this one. There we go. Alright, let's see how well this thing fits. Tolerance there. So, pretty good tolerance. Nice fit. It's kind of looks like in the back. Side. Other side. And then front. The other thing that was kind of weird with this is no straps, you know, to show how it's actually staying on its back. So that could have added something like a little update. And then have this piece here. You can go ahead and slide in your Bazooka. Maybe. Do we have to take it off? It pops right on. Since it's a longer bazooka, it goes across the bottom, so obviously it's definitely going to stick out if you're trying to, you know, climb into a vehicle or whatever. But it looks pretty cool. I think it's a nice option to put it on this person. Pretty cool. I guess the other option we have is to put it on his back. It does stay pretty good due to stiff plastic. Pretty nice. We can hold it really nicely. Finger fits into the trigger guard. You can put it on his shoulder. His other hand comes across due to the butterfly joints to hold on to that one handle. It's pretty good. And then you can insert your rocket for however you want to see for your displays or your playability. But it looks very, very cool. Now everybody's kind of probably thinking the same thing I am. Once you put the bazooka on his back, he really doesn't have a pistol or no assault rifle. So the assault rifle would have been nice, even if it was a Nerf gun or something. I don't want that, but like I know in the G.I. Joe show I watched 10,000 times over again, he actually had one of those G.I. Joe guns that are iconic shaped, or an M16 something. But unfortunately, he doesn't come with it. So hopefully Hasbro one day gives us like ammo or weapons packs. Would be cool. I think they would sell very well. Or of course we always have the Valverse weapons pack, which are pretty decent guns for a temporary fix or a permanent fix depending on how much you like it. Here's how he compares with Duke. You can see he is definitely a taller and more bulkier character. He's supposed to be like him and Gung Ho. Supposed to be really the bigger characters versus the small ones like Duke and Snake Eyes. Speaking of Gung Ho, here he is with Gung Ho. Actually, Gung Ho might be just a tad bit taller than Bazooka. Yeah, I think so. But they have the same in bulk. But as you can see, the different style of the chest from Duke and Bazooka, and here in Gung Ho, he has that, it's like that cut that comes up and down. His is just across. So it's definitely chest articulation is totally different. But I do think that Gung Ho got a little bit of size on Bazooka there. So that's how they compare pretty nicely. And here he is with the Tiger Force Ram. That's how he compares and how he would look if you wanted to go ahead and put your Bazooka on a Ram. Tiger Ram at least. And you can see he can ride the Ram Tiger Force bike pretty nicely. I didn't really put his hands on the handlebars, but you can go ahead and do that. It definitely reaches. He kind of has his little fingers like this that he can put over the brake. Looks very nice. Maybe you can pick up a couple extra packs if you want to really spend the $40 to get multiple sets of Duke and the Ram, Tiger Force Ram, and for army building all your, one for Kondo, one for Bazooka, one for Duke is now. We know we're going to get more of them, like, or I got the Flint and the robot that they can repaint. You know they're going to do it. It's just a matter of time. So, it sits pretty nice on there. Pretty cool. And if you're interested, this backpack kind of stands by itself pretty nicely. I'm just going to make a lie of me now. See? Kind of stands really nice. So, yeah, so my closing on this review. Highly recommend this figure. He's really, really cool. My cons, I would say the lack of an assault rifle or even a sidearm would have been nice. Would have been round the character off pretty nicely. I know everyone wants classic stuff. I want the classic stuff. That's what I want. But a little touches of, you know, doesn't hurt. Like an additional assault rifle is not going to change the character. It's just more stuff for you to add to your playability. It's not going to change the over G1 look, you know. So joints are pretty good, a little tight, but a little bit of heat, maybe a little fixes up nicely. He sculpts pretty nice with the other figures. I like the overall sculpt of the head. It was good. That piece on the Bazooka kind of falls off pretty easily. So that is, like assault rifles, my two biggest negatives. Pretty cool. Other than that, hope you guys enjoyed this review. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in our next review.